Hello everyone, and thanks for joining in to listen today. I'm Matt, one of the three engineers, and today I'm going to be reading book 3 of our children's book series called The Adventures of Scout. Last night, Nick read our story about plastic pollution on the beaches and the importance of not dropping litter. Today's story is all about local animals in decline in their habitats. Now, Nick did some pretty good character voices last night, so let's see if I can meet his prowess and do the same. So let's get started. This is a story about a girl named Scout who loves nothing more than to figure things out. Scout lives with her mum, her dad and their dog, and her best friend Vinny, the poison dart frog. One day when she'd dressed and had eaten her toast, Scout asked her mum what had arrived in the post. Her mum read from a leaflet and shrieked, "All is not fine! Our neighbourhood animals are started to decline." So Scout ran back upstairs to sit on her bed, where she thought long and hard about what was just said. "Emergency meeting!" cried out Scout. "What's happening to these animals? Let's figure this out." I know. I'll pack my bag, a flask, a scrapbook, and my favourite pencil case, to scribble my thoughts and take action with pace. Scout went into her garden to look for some clues, and found a tiny tool set, a hammer and some screws. Suddenly, wood chips started flying with a chop, 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 and down came some branches with a plop, plop, plop. At the base of the tree stood a weird bearded bug, who was agitated, flustered, and in need of a big hug. "Excuse me, sir, why are you chopping at this tree? Please pause for a minute." Then Scout offered him some tea. "Well, I'll tell you my story." The bug rested his axe. "There ain't no dead wood, and those are the facts. See here, I need this wood to build a new house for my hundreds of kids and my newlywed spouse." Leave it with me," Scout said, while she scribbled in her book, then went over to the tree to take a closer look. The bug agreed, so off Scout went. Scout wandered down the path and came across a hog who was plodding through the garden with a trudge and a slog. The hedgehog scuttled over towards Scout in such a huff. "Oh, I can't find my way home," she said. "It's proving way too tough." Scout asked the little hog, "Whereabouts are you from?" Who replied, "I live behind this fence with my dad and my mum." Leave it with me," Scout said, while she scribbled in her book, then peeped over the fence to take a closer look. The hog agreed, so off Scout went. Scout ventured to the front and came across some nuts belonging to a squirrel who appeared to be a klutz. Scout questioned the squirrel, who seemed in quite a struggle, then watched her bob and weave and then begin to juggle. The squirrel explained, "If I can't store my nuts for when it gets cold, there won't be enough food at the dinner parties I hold. Everywhere I dig, there's fake grass on the ground, so if I can't bury my nuts, I have to carry them around." Leave it with me," Scout said, while she scribbled in her book, then dropped to the ground to take a closer look. The squirrel agreed, so off Scout went. Scout strolled towards the shed and pondered long and hard. "I must help my new friends," she thought, "who live in my backyard. Let's see. Bug has no wood, and hog has got lost. Squirrel's nuts will go bad if left out in the frost. What is the root cause? These problems must be linked. With animals in decline, perhaps they'll go extinct." Scout looked for inspiration and noticed household waste, which was easily available and needs to be embraced. "I've got it," Scout said. "I'll create some rescue kits. By reusing these materials, they'll be an instant hit." Collecting all her notes, Scout turned them into plans. "This will work," she shouted, "but we'll need some extra hands." With all the animals on board, Scout briefed the new recruits, then handed out some hard hats and steel toe-cap boots. The animals started working, making lots of noise, sawing, sanding, hammering and banging, a cacophony of noises with all sorts of clanging. Once fully assembled, Scout's ideas were installed. "How amazing! We've done it!" they all triumphantly called. Bug loved his new home, and Hedgehog found her way. Squirrel couldn't believe that her nuts were safely stored away. The animals were all happy, and the teamwork was fun. Scout was delighted with the work they had done. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. It's been a while since I read it out loud. Nick's always badgering me to read it more, but I actually really enjoyed that, so it was fun. So thanks for the opportunity to read it through. We're a long way off publishing this story, but we're working on a set of activity sheets for parents and teachers to use with children to build your own animal habitats with recycled materials. These should be on our website by the summer for you to download, just in time to entice some creatures and mini beasts into your garden or local area. If you'd like to have a listen to our other stories, just head over to our website, the3engineers.com. Also, keep an eye out for our new blog we've started writing, which documents our journey so far. Anyway, see you all soon, and thanks for listening. Stay safe. Bye.